Yeah, I mean, I think we came out here, obviously the elements were a test in itself, but we knew kind of that we needed to start strong, and offense had some really good plays, but we were able to adapt, and I think every day we see something new from them, which is good for us, and it's being able to think on the move and think about things that we haven't seen, and today we did a good job of that.
As one of the young leaders and as the Mike linebacker, do you feel like you have to be a tone setter on a day like today?
I think that all the good players and leaders that I've been around since I got here that helped me kind of follow their path was every day they were the same guy. So I think coming out and even on days like this, your energy is still the same. You're not dragging, and from the first play, like you said, the tone setter in that first couple plays in the series is huge to start practice. So, and I think today everybody as a whole did a good job of that.
Who have been some of those role models for you?
Yeah, I came in and with guys like Nigel Bradham and Camus, Nate Gary, guys that one knew exactly what they were doing, so they were very smart, and that told me right away that in order to be productive in this game, you got to know what you're doing, and you got to come out and be productive. And I really try to take things every day from guys like Rodney and Fletch, BG. So those guys help a lot too.
What do you think about how does Jordan Davis change things in the run game?
I mean, just his size and his athleticism is big time. Able to two gap guys, and again, he's learning from two of the best guys in the league at what they do. So I think as long as he keeps following their lead and understanding kind of how to play his game in certain ways and adapt to kind of what they've done, they've been successful with, he'll be just fine.
How does it affect the linebackers when he's
obviously when you got guys like that up front, makes your job a whole lot easier. They draw a lot of attention, so it's on us to come downhill at times and get those blocks off of them so they can make a play. And when they're holding two guys up, we got to make a play. So I think it kind of goes hand in hand.
What do you like about practicing in the heat, and what do you not like about practicing in the heat?
Yeah, I mean, it's hot as hell, so that's not, I'm not super happy with that. I'm not from the South or anything like that, but I think it shows you kind of where your conditioning's at, where your mental's at. The fact that you can come out here and it's blaring down on you from stretch, and you got to see mentally where you're at that day, and it's a challenge. And I think you get that with everybody out here. You get to see exactly where you're at, so it was good.
How do you feel after practice?
I feel good, man. I feel really good. I think Coach adding in some water breaks and things like that, keep everyone hydrated was nice, and also just kind of knowing the goal. We know it's hot, man. It's hot for a lot of people in the league right now. So coming out here and doing what we got to do, it makes it all worth it.
When you're seems like you're having a pretty good camp and you're pretty active. Do you view it as a whole yet, or are you able to look back at all yet?
No, not yet. I mean, it's a couple practices in, and so much more left to do. So much more I want to be better at. So much more I want to continue to grow my game with. And obviously making plays is nice, and I want to be consistent with that. That's the biggest thing, is day in and day out to be a guy that's counted on to make plays, and that's what I want. So I just want to keep growing and also make sure as a whole, as a unit, especially linebacker unit, that we're steady improving.
What's the difference for you this year in the defense?
Yeah. I think just comfort, having an idea of what we're going to call, and how JG and Rallis think, and also how guys up front and in the back end are going to play it. Obviously playing with those guys for a couple of years now, Epps and Ant, and just having the chemistry of playing next to them has helped a lot.
What's it like having a guy like A.J. Brown who's going across the middle a lot? How is that helping you, and what's that experience been like so far?
Yeah, I mean, that is he's a physical specimen. So I mean, he's catching the ball like a running back, and it helps us a lot just because he's fast, he's quick, he's also strong. So you got to be able to catch up with him, and also make sure that you're a sure tackle on him as well. So I mean, obviously you see what he does, and the player he is. So it's good for us.
TJ, what makes you such a good coverage linebacker?
I think I do have a good feel for the game. Kind of have a good feel for route recognition, and now for going into year 4, I've seen a lot in terms of routes and where everyone should fit, and I work my tail off in the books, man. I'm studying as much as I can, and it's really given me an edge, because I think instincts are everything in this game, and being able to do that is something I pride myself on.
Coach Rallis said that the one thing he wants for you is to master the opposition going through this season.
Yeah.
What does that mean for you?
Yeah. I mean, he's been great with me for that. He's a guy who's very just scheme, intellectually gifted with what he knows and how he sees things. So every day we're bouncing questions off each other, and I truly want to have a feel for exactly what we're going to get for the opponent. And even days like today, come back on the film and look at what we're going to get from our offense and try to anticipate a play and make a play off of a couple of things that I see.
So what's it like for you?
Yeah.
That all the changes around you, Kaiser coming in,
Yeah.
everyone else, but you're the rock
Yeah.
in the middle.
What does that mean for you going into the full season?
Yeah, I mean, to me, I'm never going to change, who I am. I'm a guy who I think I've worked my tail off to get to where I'm at, and I have so much more that I want to do. But being here, especially around this group, and like I said earlier, kind of learning from the things that I've taken from those guys that were here before me, and trying to give that to the guys that just got here, and also realize that I want to be that guy. I want to be the guy in the middle. So taking my game to the next level as well.
Listen, I think we feel great, and when you add another element like the heat, that's what training camp's for, is to go out here, get used to something like the heat, and Lord knows September some of these games get hot, so it's good coming out here, getting that work in, and it wasn't up to our standard when we got to the tail end, but like I said, that's what training camp's for, and we're just going to keep getting better and better.
Besides, moving the practice, obviously from 10 to 9, were there any extra precautions you did, like hydrating your body this morning or last night?
It's the same as always, trying to stay as hydrated as you can. I mean, you grab a towel, wipe yourself off. Next, 5 seconds later, you got to do the same damn thing again. But, I mean, other than that, it's nothing really. Pretty slight. And like I said, football's football at the end of the day. Rain, sleet, snow, and now heat, I guess, is thrown in there, but nothing crazy.
Jack, how would you say last year as kind of a blocking tight end? How do you like to be involved a little more in the passing game, or how do you see the role developing this year?
Listen, I'm doing whatever will help the team win at this point. If that means they think going out there catching a couple balls, that'd be great. Obviously every tight end wants to be able to do both. But like I said, at the end of the day, as long as I'm here helping the team, win ball games, trust me, I'd rather win every single game than go out there and have a catch every single game. So as long as we keep winning ball games, to be honest, I couldn't care less.
But how do you feel that aspect of your game has progressed since last year? I mean, we see you catching it out here pretty well. You feel like you've made big strides there?
Absolutely. I think last year I knew my niche was going to be blocking, and that was how I was going to make the team, so that was my emphasis. And, kind of as the year went on, I realized I could develop into being able to catch the ball a little bit more. And, that's really what I focused on OTAs this offseason was, developing a little more fast switch, coming out of breaks faster, and, really becoming, an all-purpose tight end is really the goal at the end of the day. So, I think I'm progressing well. A lot I could still, learn from. Having a guy like Dallas Goedert in the tight end room that, you could sit there and just watch what he does is unbelievable. So, that's what I do. I try to learn and absorb as much as I can from him, J-Mike. Everyone in that tight end room can run routes, so it's just great absorbing what I can from them, and hopefully I'm doing the same, giving them something too.
In college, what was your first Cam Jurgens impression?
So I actually met Cam while I was being recruited. I was a senior in high school. It was a spring game or something like that. He comes, talks to me. I'm talking to him the whole time thinking, oh, he's coming in with me, this class. Little did I know, he was 15 years old. I was 18. So he's been a full-grown man since I knew him. But, hey, I've been tight with Cam. I mean, we live right next to each other in a triplex, and so I've been tight with him. So when he got drafted, boy, I can tell you it was a good day for me. And, we're getting a place together. We'll end up living together, and trust me, we'll have ourselves a little time, no question.
Is this the same player from Nebraska?
Oh, he's better. I think, when he was there, he was a tight end who was trying to learn how to play center in 2018, and then 19-20 he really stepped it up, and 21 obviously he became that dude at center. So, he's continued to learn, continued to grow, and he's grabbed this playbook unbelievably well. I mean, people tell me all the time that, he's picking up the playbook really fast and a lot faster than they anticipated. So, it's awesome seeing him do that, and, I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do here.
You were playing a lot by the end of last year, kind of quietly because you weren't getting targeted a lot, but 30, 35 snaps a game as an undrafted rookie is a lot. How do you feel like it went? How did you feel like you progressed from start of the year to the end of the year, I guess?
Yeah, it was awesome. I just kept getting better every single day, and I think, I hope that ended up showing on the field. And, obviously being an undrafted guy, the first thing is you're just trying to make the team. So after I did that, I focused on doing whatever I could to find that niche to get on the field. And, that wasn't just offense, that was special teams, doing whatever I could, being in Coach Clay's office, talking with him, seeing, how I could, tighten up the footwork there. And then, really just once you tighten up something here, it allows you for more availability everywhere else. So, that's kind of how I looked at it, and, just kept developing everything I had. And, like I said, it was awesome being able to go out there and play snaps and help this team, get to the playoffs, especially last year when no one thought we would outside this building. We knew we had a solid squad last year, but, like I said, it's awesome.
Sounds like Jalen makes it a point to connect with all of his players, all of his teammates. How does he do that with you?
Oh yeah, I mean, he does that with everyone. Whether it's just shooting hoops in there before team meetings, and see playing 7, see who wins, stuff like that. Just seeing him in the hall, saying what's up. He's done a great job of connecting, and he's someone that I'm excited to see him progress. You could notice a difference even from last year, and I thought he was really solid last year, and he just keeps improving. So I'm really pumped to see him go out there, keep getting better and better. And like I said, I can't wait to see what he does this year. I'm really excited for it.
Seems like guys are quick to rally to get his back. Is there something about him that sort of engenders that?
I think just who he is. He leaves it out here on the field, and like I said, the end of practice today wasn't the greatest we've ever had, and he rallied the troops, kind of spoke up, and that's something you're seeing more and more is him step up in that leadership role, and that's something that you want to see out of a quarterback, and he's doing a great job of embracing that, and it's just something that you can even notice in the team chemistry we have. So I'm excited to see, like I said, that transition to regular season this year.
You feel like you've gained his trust as a receiving tight end?
I hope I have, and like I said, I'm just worried about getting better day by day, and whoever's tossing me the rock, I'm gonna make the most of my opportunity.